What up, everybody? This is DGK. This is Lost Centuria. We're going to talk about what is going on this week. Um, we have another alliance battle that is about to. We just won this one again. Thank you. That is 2 in a row for us. So we can come in here and collect these rewards. I believe if we click on the alliance battle, click on view details. If you haven't collected them yet, you can collect them that way. What also we have going on here in challenge mode, the barrier battle right now currently is going to remove all beneficial effects that are granted on a monster instantly and deal damage. So if you're going to put up shields, attack ups, defense ups, that's going to deal you damage every single time you try to throw that up and go. So you are going to want all debuffs on this. Anytime you try to do anything but heal, it is going to hurt you. And then coming up after that, what do we got here? 1 day and 1 hour, you're going to get the Curse of Indolence on a random enemy monster whenever an ally monster gets defeated. That means if you fail to use active skills within the duration, the hit power goes down to 1 and you get stunned. So basically, if you get this Curse of Indolence on one of your monsters and you don't use its skill within, what does it say here, within the duration, it takes you down to 1 HP and you get stunned. Not so fun. Alright, also we have the arena battle going on still, as we always do. I took a loss on this. I got a weird kind of funky team here. No tank this time, come on. But we give it a shot. This is what we had. You can always refresh that, pick a new team. The other things that we have going on currently is you have about 1 day and 6 hours to complete your world tournament. I made 3 wins. Alright, so really what we're going to get down to today that is going on, besides that, you are always going to want to be upgrading your territories here, collecting what you can out of here every single time. It is really important to level up your artifacts that you're going to want to go through this. So I actually, what we're going to get down to today is I tried some new runes that I haven't had yet, and I'm gonna tell you about my experience with them. Personally, I tried him. I tried the, I believe it's called Violent. Let's see. Let's go up here. I tried the Destroy set, which is going to destroy enemies max HP, 30% of the damage. Here, I thought this would be awesome to have on your Gene in that back line. You could just keep taking off this max HP. It takes off very little. My Gene is not an attacker. You want her in defense. And when I switched to her, she just took off a sliver. So I tested it out, and some of the best things I've found for that destroy are the following. They're AoEs. So when I went in here, I put it on Lucian. But for me, that didn't quite work out so well. It actually, because Lucian is an attack, you want to have an attack percentage on him, and it really took my attack down a lot. When I put it on him. So that's not where I wanted to go with this at all. So I started thinking, you got to have somebody who doesn't need an attack, doesn't really need a boost. And I came across one of them that I really like this on, especially because I rolled such great stats on some of these. On Poseidon, I put these runes on him. I got his accuracy up to 50, crit rate up to almost 30, crit damage up to 176.8. And I still keep a real good hit power on him. Don't care about his attack so much, because he's hitting regardless, and he hits a lot on this 3 cooldown. So if you can keep him going, and you can keep going on, that's going to just chip off little by little by little that HP. So I almost feel like in my lineup that I'm going to use him in, I'm going to move him towards the back a little bit further so he can keep up that deceleration. He can keep up hitting people with taking that off, that max HP. 30% of the damage cost. He deals good damage anyways. And he's still got good HP, huge accuracy. So that's really a benefit there, that I could get that accuracy on him and use it. Otherwise, I really don't think these runes are too great. The only person, the other ones I could see using him on a lot would be here on Sophia, because she attacks 5 times. But you're going to have to get the runes that I came across for that set aren't really attack focused, so it's going to bring her attack way down, as opposed to, if you can put some fatal runes on there. I actually don't have any of these upgraded right now. But I think it would benefit a lot for her. I think it would benefit anybody who has more than one attack with a very high attack percentage that you're not going to need to put that extra 15% on, like you would say. I thought about Perna here, but I need the attack up, and currently these aren't that great of runes actually, you know, and it might do very well on Perna, but she already has her own. And I think losing that 15% right now for me, especially because I do not have a legendary attack up rune for Perna, would not benefit me at all. Actually, my runes are not that great on Perna in the first place. So, if you're going to look at that specific rune kit, I would be very careful on who you put it on. I wouldn't go after it. I tried it for you guys, so you don't have to. Let's look at the Violent rune. The card return rate is plus 30%. I tried this out. The card return rate plus 30% means basically if you use it, it's got a 30% chance to go back into your hand right after you use it, which can be very nice if you're trying to constantly put a debuff or a buff up or a heal. But at a 30% chance, it means a 1 in 3 shot that it's going to come back up, which can be pretty good. But once you're getting down there in the battle, that is useless. I don't have a need for it right now. I'm not high enough level. I expect once you get around level 15s, you're not going to even need... You could start using things like that instead of having to have that extra 15% attack, that extra 15% HP. This life drain. Okay, so I tried the vampire. Now that I will agree with. It gives 20% more... gives 20% of the hit power back based on the attack you use. So who's going to benefit from that the most? Alright, so if you guys all know, let's see, where do I got them here? This is essentially the exact same thing as Soul Devourer here. The damage increases according to your max HP on this one, and recovers HP of yourself. So, if you want to give a percentage of that to somebody else who can do almost the same thing, you can put it on somebody like Rakan, who attacks 4... He can attack, if there's 4 enemies on the line, he can attack 4 different times, and that's going to be 20% increase back to his HP every single time. Currently, I really have these leveled up, so I left them on because I have a lot of HP on here. But what I'm going to tell you right now is once you get him up high enough, in a high enough level, you put it on somebody who's going to have multiple attacks, they're going to keep drawing back that for every time that they attack an HP. It's an awesome kit to have. I would start trying to get it. I don't believe I have any... Let's see, I don't think I actually was able to pull any of the vamp runes in gold. No, I was not able yet to pull any legendary vampire runes at all, which would have been very nice. I am, yeah, in the 1 section here, but that's not enough. We need 3. I suppose I could look in some hero style runes, but it's not doing that. So for those of you who are building up right now, and you're getting up to the point where in your crafting building that you can start creating these Vampire, Violent, and Destroy, you are getting to the point where you need to start doing these. I know everybody's real focused on Energy, Fatal, and Swift. That's not actually going to do it as well as you may think it is. It's good for when you're halfway through, but endgame, these down here, that's why they're down here, because they are going to be the best. The Rage, Focus, and Endure. So critical damage plus 25%, focus, accuracy, endure, resist. Also very good pieces, but they're going to need to be carefully placed. These last 3 here, Vamp, Violent, and Destroy, you are going to want to start collecting these. Do not just sit down here and focus on these, because I'll tell you what, once you get a monster up to in past 12 and 13, you're not going to need this anymore, and you can switch over to any one of these 3. So do not neglect these and just sit there and keep building up on other ones, because it is insanely hard to pull legendary runes off of these here. So keep at it. Don't miss that part of the game at all. So guys, when you are going to be using and selecting your runes for anything that you are building, make sure that it synergizes. Because the last thing you're going to want to see is to have, and I've seen this a lot when I look, you're going to have a Gene who has Swift. Okay, that's useless. I know it may be a legendary, but Okay, so your HP goes up a little more to, you know, what a legendary start at 8% instead of 5. You can level up these hero runes to get that same 8%, just as good, plus a 15% hit power percentage. Do not just be throwing runes on here. Just please, guys, I've seen this so much. I bet you we might even be able to step down in here and look at what some of these guys have on. Okay, we got an attack. Good. We have another attack. Good. We have on here, we got Vampire here on Thunderbolt Soul. That's actually pretty good, I believe. Oh, unless that's accuracy. Okay, but I've seen, okay, this is accuracy. So these guys have some pretty good runes. Okay, so here. They have the will runes on here, which basically throws up an immunity for a minute, minute and a half. Basically the whole entire battle on immune. But their level on this gene is only at 11. So basically, instead of sacrificing a defense or a HP bonus, they chose to go with that immunity for the whole time. She heals herself. I don't agree with this at all, but I'm seeing a lot of it. Maybe they have their reasons for what they have going on. But as we're looking at some of this stuff, look at that. Okay. So, as we're looking at some of these things, you can see that, here we go. That's perfect. But again, now they got their gene right up front. I saw somebody with a Swift rune on here. Like, okay, it's already got a 3 cooldown and a 2, and that's going to wear off after one time of using it. So just be real careful about what you're putting on here. Think about the things you have. Let's actually just go in here and end this video, and we will do a little arena battle with this crappy team I got. See where we end up with it, guys. Let's check this out, okay? All right, 2. How long do you think it's going to take? It might be a while. These arena battles, I've seen this time go up. The other day was at like a minute and a half. I'm like, this is just craziness. So we're going to see if we can still win with this whole entire team of just attackers. I probably could have put him up front as a tank, but I put on his legendary rune and I'm using him in the back. I thought that would be able to move around that front line a whole lot more than I thought it might have been able to. We're going to see if we just can't go ahead. No, we're going to get him in there right away. Slow him down. Yeah, see, he's got that tank up. I don't care if you move it or not, dude. Okay. I'm going to see if I can come after this right now. I should have put an attack up first. Oh, yes, I definitely should have. Yep, and here he's going to go. He's going to heal him. I have no healer here. Yeah, so this is not that great of a lineup for me. This is what I had hoped for. That I could switch a lot of these around. Let's see if we can freeze some things. Ouch. But essentially, I'm going to try to throw this right back at him. There. Oh, we're going to throw all of it back at him. Perfect timing for that, actually. Nice. Yeah, okay. I got a bunch of attackers here. I know it. Okay, level it back up. That's fine. Whatever you do what you do. Oh, he's gonna do it right to me too. Let's see if we can hit up the front line with this. Maybe we can take out the whole front line. Well, I know you're not gonna get that. I like how he put that back there, but he's not gonna be able to hit me back there though. Here. Counter. That wasn't much of a counter, man. Oh no, I didn't realize he was about dead. Yeah. This team sucks. But anyway, that is not a way to synergize your team. See how whooped we got, but I love it. You look at this dude, every good card and a tank. but I'm assuming you can probably sit there and scroll through that a bunch of times. But anyways, enjoy the game. Don't stress too much on it. Just make good decisions. Think about what your team is, not what everybody else is doing. That's why I try not to suggest things. I just try to suggest what I've seen work for me and so forth. But thank you for watching again. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe.